sure that you probably heard about the terrible weather that took place last night down to the south of Illinois in portions of Kentucky and Tennessee, but primarily in Tennessee around the Nashville area. If you look at the time frame here, this was at 12:40 in the morning. This is a thunderstorm cell that spawned the tornado just over North Nashville. And you can see this was a rather large cell that emanated actually between Ashland City and Kingston Springs, and it moved directly eastward. You can see that this is a very, very intense cell. Not the classic rotation that you normally see with a mesocyclone, which is what this is, but there's an indentation or a little rotation in the leading edge of the storm here, so that's where the tornado was taking place. So I'll advance this, and as we go through the time frame, you'll see that it didn't take long for this to move across the area. This is the radar in the reflectivity mode, so you can see within a matter of about 30 minutes or so, that storm was already gone and moved out of the area. There were still showers and storms that continued across the rest of Nashville and Tennessee for hours to come. Not as intense, but still plenty of rain and lightning associated with these, until we get to about the 4 o'clock hour. Then we had more widespread storms develop. And right there at 4:15, there's another very intense band of storms. You see all the flashes of lightning with torrential downpours. There was likely another area of intense outflow here, or perhaps another even isolated tornado, because there was more wind damage associated with the system as it continued to push eastward. And then notice how quickly these rapidly decreased in intensity as they moved east of the area. And by the time we got to 6:30 this morning, all of that rain had left the area, but the damage was already done. So one of the other ways we look at severe weather is in a different mode. That's reflectivity in the radar. This particular mode allows us to view rotation within a thunderstorm. So the initial rotation started to the west where the mesocyclone began, again between Ashland City and Kingston Springs, and this was about 12:45. That rotation began here, moving directly east, indicated by the strong red color here. That's the rotation of the actual tornado itself as it moved to west-east across the area. So we'll kind of animate that for you so you can see how it moved in that direction. And by the time we get to 1:15, we've gone from here to here, and you can see the direct path of rotation associated with the cell. And then it continued to push east of the area, and then even though they had more rain and thunderstorms move through, nothing quite as intense as that cell with all the rain and lightning that was taking place. But then we start to see another little area of rotation take place right there as we get into the 4:15 hour, right there. So this was that other next line that came through with a powerful outflow. So it looks like there was some strong rotation here. So there could have been a secondary tornado here. We'll watch this as the survey crew goes in there to take a better look at it during the course of today. Then that system moved out of the area, and you can see once again, 6 o'clock and after, all the storms moved out of the area. Not the first time that Nashville has been struck by tornadoes. It's happened before. I believe the last time was back in 2011 when they had many more deaths. Up until now, it's been 8. I believe back then it was 25 or 26 deaths associated with a super outbreak. So the storm teams will be out there analyzing this today from the National Weather Service. If there's any good news at all today, it's the fact that it'll be a much quieter day there for the rest of the day with no additional rain or storms expected. But the damage is already done. So this is going to continue to be a huge story throughout the day.